But let's get to some earnings then. Hindustan Zinc, well, it's been a big move in the last 1 month or so because of the exposure that it has to silver. But they came out with their set of numbers. It was pretty much in line with what the street was working with. Mr. Arun Misra, the CEO of Hindustan Zinc, joins us on the show. Hi, Mr. Misra. Good morning and good to see you, Win. Well, you've been a little bit cautious in the guidance. I say that because in the past you've spoken about silver production moving towards 800 tons. You've also spoken about cost of production coming down to around $1,000 per ton. In that backdrop, it appears a little bit conservative. Tell us more.
Both are in that direction only. We are still trying for $1,000 cost, and in the guidance we have given about 1,050 to 1,100. We should be closer to $1,050 per ton, and I'm quite hopeful of that. At the same time, must have noticed that we are trying to produce more than 1.1 million ton of metal next year compared to just 1 million ton, 1,033,000 tons of metal this year. When we are trying to produce that much more metal, it will come out of more zinc, less lead, and hence less silver as well. If, in spite of all that, we are trying to produce about 745 tons of silver next year, which is compensating for another loss of silver because of more zinc. At the same time, we are using fumer to add another 30 tons to it. So overall, 745, 750 tons of silver is absolutely possible next year with 1.1 million ton of metal. However, we are very dynamic on this. If the prices of zinc does not move faster, while silver run away, then we may refocus, maybe produce a little less on metal side, on the zinc side, produce more lead and hence produce more silver and go up to 800 tons.
Okay, so on zinc, what is the price band and how is the global supply demand of zinc now?
No, so there are one factor is we are looking at price of around, we were hoping for a $3,000 per ton price in the month of December, but looking at the current sharpness in increase in prices, we believe that mark will be breached much before December, somewhere maybe August or September, we should get a price beyond $3,000 per ton. Globally, the situations are improving everywhere. At the same time, LME restriction on stocking in Russia because of the sanctions and all that will have lesser opportunity for various players to come into the zinc market. And we believe that will keep on pushing up the price of zinc globally as well as in India, of course.
All right, got that. Mr. Misra, what is the silver price outlook from here on?
Silver is currently about $28, $29 per troy ounce. It will cross $31, $32 per troy ounce because the globally, so we are now third largest in the silver producing company in the world. We moved up from 5 to 3, not so much by our increase because of decrease in production of the many companies across the globe. Okay. So there is a short supply. At the same time, the demand of silver is increasing primarily because of higher industrial use of silver, because of the focus on renewable energy, the solar panels, focus on mobile telephony, the number of mobile sets increasing year after year. So all that will continue, and the power grid, power transmission lines, hence the power substations, hence the protection fuses, which of course use a lot of silver in the contacts. So keeping all that in mind, industrial use will continue to grow, whereas there is a recurring short supply of silver. So prices are bound to go northwards, and I see anywhere between $31, $32 per troy ounce is easily doable in the near future.
All right, Mr. Misra, could you give us a sense about the coal sourcing situation? You'll have adapted such that you can use more amount of domestic coal. So how is it right now?
So we have been benefited by a huge supply from Coal India in the last quarter. About 40% more, 44% domestic coal we could consume, and fortunately we had also modified our powerhouses to consume high amount of domestic coal. Some couple of power plants in Chanderiya could go up to about 75-80% domestic coal as well. So that has helped us to cut costs, and coal situation in India is very favorable to us. We will continue to get more domestic coal in India. We are participating all linkage auctions as whatever is available to us, and we are blocking supply as well. So I don't see any threat as far as coal prices are concerned or availability of coal is concerned.
That's good to hear then. But let's get to a couple of spicy details then, Mr. Misra. Any fresh proposal for Hindustan Zinc to go ahead and buy Vedanta zinc assets?
No, I'm not looking at that anymore because we are on the drawing board to double the capacity of Hindustan Zinc in India itself. We are currently producing about 1 million ton metal. We are working with various consultants to double the capacity of output from mines, at the same time double the capacity of output from smelters. We are on the conceptual design development phase. Another 2 months, by July, our design should be over. And if the reports are favorable, we'll take it to board. Maybe August, September, sometime we can come to market and announce what is our next phase of growth. But I am surely looking at something way beyond 1.5 million ton, what we had predicted earlier.
So what's the update on the demerger of various businesses?
No, that is still there, and we are working with government, and they had certain objections to it, which we are. See, basic apprehension was government was doing the OFS, and it was perceived that at the restructuring at this point of time will be conflicting with the effort of OFS being done by the government. Now that the share prices are high, we believe that this is the right time to do the OFS for Government of India. And if that OFS can be, done away with in 3 to 6 months' time, of course, it will be followed by restructuring of the company. Even if both happens parallel, we see no problem in it. And currently, our valuation in the market is about $20 billion plus. And we are looking at, if we do the separation of silver and lead zinc company, another $3 to $4 billion can be added to the market cap.
All right, Mr. Misra, final question then. Valuation-wise, Hindustan Zinc is not cheap. In fact, valuation-wise, is looking expensive at these levels. But what's your view if the government has to go ahead and do an OFS? What could the potential OFS price be?
How do you do it then? When the prices are low, you wouldn't do OFS, then people would say, government has lost money because they have sold out at the low price. When the prices are high, also you will not sell because people can't afford. It's like the situation, So I remember from my childhood, gold was always precious. Every time it was unaffordable. But still people buy gold, right? The good shares are also like that. They will remain unaffordable all the time. But there are enough number of people in India who can buy. I'm sure one has to come to the market and start selling. Once people see the intent and the determination, I'm sure then the investors are faith in the disinvestment process, and then they start investing.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, sir, for that. Appreciate your time here on CNBC TV18. But the